gonna be an interesting night. I'm gonna get this started here.
I may occasionally try to use music through Fredbot as well, because or Fredboat, whatever, because I can use a wider array of music and I don't have to fucking put it on the website because I have no space, because it's all taken up by everything for the campaign. Because I'm still a freebie bullshitter. So.
Oof.
Yeah, well, why pay for what you can have for free?
Would you like? I don't know if if I were to create a second Villains of Narr'tor D&D or like Roll20 and let you on as a DM, would you be able to like add pictures and music and whatnot?
I mean, I possibly could, and I do know that when you have a co-DM, they can use your tools if you are the main one with the game. So
okay.
At least I think so. I'm not entirely certain, but
okay.
Something.
But at the same time, I would also be a DM in that campaign, so I wouldn't be able to stream without cheating, per se.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh well, that's fine. That's fine. Like you said, we're quite close to the end here, so we'll see where things go. We'll see where the fates lie. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are we live?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I think so.
We
I haven't bothered to
indeed.
click into it. I have no internet, so.
Hello.
Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back to Evil Campaign. Oh goodness. Right. So, I guess the best thing to do, might as well just do a recap. Try and remember what the hell happened. Last time you guys explored more of the mirrors. That's it. Let's move on.
That's literally it. We only had like an hour or so of game time last time.
To find somewhere to park.
And I was tired and whatnot. So.
And as I recall, I had come in at like 10. That night.
So we had a late start, and we got started a bit late and didn't have much game time. So we spent most of our time just fucking around with the mirrors. That's literally what happened last session. Anyway, this time around, I think we have an idea of what we want to do going forward. So it should be a much more interesting session tonight.
Well,
I found a random tiny map inside my map, and I don't know what it's doing there. Okay, anyways.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like something you require surgery for, but you know.
No, I don't. I'm just because you know how you can drag. I mean, for everyone who's DM'd, you can drag the maps in and stuff. Apparently, I must have dragged one in to use at some point. Literally, never used it. It's just been sitting in the corner. So.
Well, all right.
Let me find where the fuck you guys are on this map.
Should be in the
mirror room.
I'm just trying to get this thing to work with me. There we go. All right.
We are in the See No Evil room.
Let me go ahead and move you guys over then. Nice. There we go.
All right. Let me see if I can find myself in the midst of this blackness.
It's dark.
There we are.
All right.
I'm still astounded at the fact that all I needed to do was that I just randomly and accidentally said the password to this entire area.
Hey, you know, when you make your password so something that people would probably say when they were here.
Yeah, fair enough. It makes it more interesting.
Right, so the mirrors are turned toward the statues. Good. Good.
We left off last time with them all glowing because none of you guys were in the lines of sight of the mirrors. I've also forgotten already again what each mirror did, but I remember the set of things that each of them did. I just forget which mirror was which.
Mhm.
So what would happen if we dragged a Silver Arrow member down here? Would they be seen in the mirrors?
Technically, you were a Silver Arrow member.
What's that?
Oh.
What?
Technically, you were a Silver Arrow member.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's a chaotic good organization, isn't it?
Oh, if you're wondering if it's alignment based, Zaerith is neutral.
So it doesn't seem to give a damn. Okay.
Mm.
If you were trying to assume there was something based on alignment with the mirrors.
Honestly, he
Possibly?
seems more chaotic neutral, but that's...
On the good to evil scale, he was neutral.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Zaerith, he's totally chaotic neutral.
Yeah, I was about to say. Mm.
I'm assuming you guys can hear the music, right? Because I can.
Yeah,
How
I
does he
can.
deal with all these lawful evil types? Like, they're so stuffy.
By
aren't
being
they?
chaotic. That's the fun.
By pissing them off.
Hey,
Exactly.
By being the... By being
see,
the
it's
one
like-
that pulls their sticks out of their mud.
Chaotic types almost need lawful types to exist. Otherwise,
Yeah, otherwise it's never fun.
I like your style. Are you sure he and Liasa aren't related?
No.
So, what do you guys want to do? I think I remember what each mirror did, roughly.
Mhm.
So,
Uh,
even if I got them wrong, to be entirely honest, it really doesn't matter which mirror does which, as long as I remember the sets. So,
Yeah. And
so I remember, like, I checked the door the last time to see if it had changed, but I didn't check the door to see if it was open in the first place.
That's true.
last
That's
time I
right.
remember you did.
Yeah.
I believe you did, and you found that it looked like the other doors from before.
Yep. But we never checked it to see if it was unlocked.
No, we did
So-
not.
All right. Well, I mean, if you can find a doorknob, be my guest.
If I can find a doorknob, okay. Let's see if I can find anything with my 24 perception.
Kick it.
Kick it. Make a melee attack roll against the fucking door.
Hey, to be fair, some characters can break shit like that.
That's true. That's true.
Doors are the weakest point in any defense, so...
No, I'm the guy who shoots the keyhole.
Is that
Now,
what they
I mean,
call
if
it
you can
now?
find a keyhole, I guess be my guest.
Well, like blows up the doorknob.
See, the problem is that would never work in any sort of prose fantasy, but in D&D, you could probably actually shoot an arrow at just the right angle to unlock a door that way, and it makes me angry.
Ranged disable device check.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
first
I'm
things
pretty
first,
sure there
let's see
actually
if-
is a. I think one of the gunslinger tricks is actually the ability
Yep, it is.
to open
it
doors
is.
by shooting them.
God
Yeah,
fucking
you just
damn it.
shoot off. What you do
can
is
also
rather
move-
than
you can also
unlocking
move
it,
objects by doing it as well.
That's
you,
a little
it-
bit different.
See,
it's,
I was tempted to give Sabelius a level in gunslinger, but then I was like, no, he's too much of an old fogey for that.
well, there is a gunslinger archetype that uses crossbows.
Mm-hmm.
What?
There is.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
actually really
It's-
powerful.
Yeah, it really
fuck?
fucking is.
What the shit?
So okay, Luna, look
Yeah?
into the gunslinger bolt ace archetype when we're free after this.
Another thing the gunslinger can do is they can end bleed effects by shooting their gun and then pressing the gun to their bleeding body. So
Yep, using the heat to cauterize it.
Yo.
cauterize the wound. Ah.
Does this
Yeet.
door open? Let's find
Well.
out. What's that?
I'm saying, I mean, if you can find a doorknob, be my guest.
I rolled a 32 to see if there's anything open-wise on the door.
Little known fact, Openwise is Pennywise's therapist brother.
What the fuck?
I love you, Thorny.
Oh, God.
All right, I'm here.
Hi, Boo.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I'm a bit of an upset stomach tonight, but I'm all right.
All good.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm not
You,
yakking. Yeah.
You didn't miss anything.
Just Pennywise's cousin.
Oh,
Yeah, he just happened to walk through. The door appears to open with a lock similar to the one that you were trying to open in the main room. It has the giant diamond-shaped incision in the middle of it. That looks like something goes there.
Is this one of those rooms that's ridiculously simple to solve, but feels really horribly difficult when you're doing it?
Possibly.
God
To
damn
be
it.
fair, it's a little unorthodox, so...
First things first, it looks like with that diamond incision thing, we need to find what will go inside it.
We may need to go back to the Hear No Evil room.
Do we have... Wait. Did we take the jewel from that room?
From
nope.
the Speak No Evil. No. It was See No Evils.
You mean the jewel thing that was appearing piece by piece in the main room?
Oh yeah, the Hear No Evil room.
Just the main one that connects them all.
Oh,
Did we take that?
okay. This one?
Yeah.
It looked... did it look like it was complete, or no?
No.
Okay.
It did not.
Okay.
Interesting.
So in that case, could I wisdom check to see if I can piece together something regarding like the size of the diamond incision and the size of that little sculpture thing in the main room?
Sounds more like an intelligence check to me.
Oh, okay.
Just a straight intelligence check. You're literally calculations meme in your head. So.
All right, 18 on the die.
It does appear as though that thing that was starting to be formed would probably fit into this door.
Okay. And let's see. Wait, Sabelius, look here. And I'll point to the diamond incision. Does that shape look familiar to you?
Yes, it does. It's the same as it appears to be the same as that thing that's piecing together from the main room.
So it appears we've reached a bit of an impasse.
We may need to
until
come
we
back
can-
here.
Yes. It appears we've reached a bit of an impasse until we can figure out whatever that thing is that was forming in the main room.
Well, I believe our answers will find us in that other room we had so much trouble with.
He kind of rolls his eyes a bit, remembering how
Yeah, you and
obnoxious that guy.
Sabelius and Dio share like a
They're bonding over how
grumbling.
much they hate a talking hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Get back
Nope.
and tell the story. What the fuck are they smoking?
That feeling when you have to share a look over a talking hand.
Yeah, that feel.
Well, as it stands, you guys are currently still in the room. The mirrors are all glowing very softly in the directions of various statues.
Well, what's your take, Ragnael?
if it matches what appears to be forming in that central dais. I feel like you'd be kind of thinking ahead on what kind of entity or composition that hand might have been made of.
You can make a spellcraft check real quick if you like.
Right. So I just like imagine while they're talking about about we may need to go back, Ragnael's already thinking like several steps ahead of now what could that hand have been? 32.
It seems very, very similar to the Mage's Hand series of spells. If you know what those are, there's a series of them. There's like, I always want to call it Big B's because that's what I remember it as.
Yes.
That's what it was, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is in 5e. Or not
It's what
5e,
it was in
3.5. Yeah, 3rd edition.
I think it's still the same thing in 5th edition, but if it still even exists. It was like a grasping hand, forceful hand, pummeling hand, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Reminds you of that. So it's probably more than likely a couple of different spells woven together, along with a mage's hand.
Huh. And because the fact that it seems to have intelligence, unlike it just being like a regular, just instantaneous type of spell. Huh.
I guess you could also compare it to a trap, just like you know how like there's spell traps. It's very similar. Something is alerting the hand when it comes out. All these different kinds of things.
And it also, and it activates Dispel when it touches.
Yes. In regards to riddles and stuff too, especially since your characters can sometimes be smarter than you, if you want to make intelligence checks as well, I can glean you pieces of information here and there about various things as you're going through, just for future reference, because that's always something I've worried about with riddles, because it's always like, there's a fucking wizard with like a 40 intelligence, but the player doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Like, wouldn't he like be able to
this is the hardest thing about playing. This is the hardest part about playing Ragnael, because I'm like, I'm not nearly as smart as he is.
So that's why I'm just making sure to let you know for future reference. If you'd like to just make intelligence checks in general, I can give you pieces to solving puzzles and stuff like that.
So for instance, with the little 17 ditty. As I picture him just kind of thinking ahead of, what could this mean? What could that mean? How can we get past this, that, and the other?
So what do you want to see what you can think of in general?
If this is indeed some sort of trap, if this amalgamation of spells is indeed some sort of trap to keep people out, what manner of bypass could there be if there's more to it than just mashing Dispel?
Well, Dispel does seem as though it could be a possible solution. Just like every other spell in this place, though, it's probably a very high caliber magic and may be difficult for you to manage. You're pretty powerful as well, so it's not that it's impossible for you,
right?
But it would still be difficult. You also recall Sabelius saying something about you may possibly have to ask it please to go by. Because it's always complaining about you being rude.
Well, Dio, as much as you may roll your eyes to it, I may have to lay on the old Baronetian charm.
It is, after all, called the Speak No Evil path. So
we'll see if
very well.
I'll at least give it a try.
I suppose a try is as good as anything else right now. Lead on.
Now, shall we?
Yeah.
Shall we? And I suppose we'll have to do the whole
Close our
Cave
eyes
of-
again.
the Cave of Two Lovers thing again.
Close eyes and hold hands.
You coming along, Zaerith?
Zaerith comes
hold
along when
hands?
Zaerith feels like it.
Thorny.
I
I
hardly
think
have any
Zaerith,
choice.
Zaerith will come along when he's good and ready.
Okay, you all can stop moving. I'll move you where it needs to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okie doke.
Ye-
Cave of Two Lovers.
Oh my god.
Ah,
Secret
Wait,
tunnel.
wait.
Hello.
Wait, where did
Secret
Sabelius-
tunnel.
Secret
Secret
tunnel.
tunnel. Oh my god. Jeez.
Secret
Da
tunnel.
da da da.
Ah, it was over here.
Oh my friendo who
There
doesn't
you go.
my friendo who referenced that all the time doesn't live around.
Oh no.
Oh.
Sad boys.
Oh.
Oh.
So
Well. In that case, I will let Ragnael lead on.
excuse me, sir. Have you heard the great word about our Lord and Savior Zelos?
My fucking god.
You hear a click as the door locks forever.
Oh my god.
All right. So as I approach this door,
Mm-hmm. What?
1,000 pardons, good sir or madam, but if we may please gain access to your room, we will not be but a few moments.
Well, hell, why didn't you just say so before? God, people don't know their manners anymore. Please, come in, come in.
I swear to God, I tried that last time.
No, you did not ask nicely.
I
Or
thought
that.
I did.
I think you were very sarcastic about it, and the hand picked up on it.
Well, that's probably true.
All right. And as soon as I am able to see the hand,
Not gonna lie, Sabelius is like on the verge of saying, "Please don't lower yourself to doing this, Ragnael. I can do it."
the hand
Oh,
visible
he's a
at this
tip.
point.
He's a noble as much as any else.
That's true.
Yeah,
He
is
is-
the I mean, he's from a noble family that's kind of got its roots buried. Its roots buried.
In
I'm not gonna give
politeness
it away.
and whatnot.
So am I able to see it
Humility.
still, or
Well,
Nope, the hand currently is not there.
I don't know about real humility, but I'm sure they're very good at faking it.
well, before I enter, I am just going to give a gentlemanly bow, and then enter just in case.
Okay.
And turn to my party, be like,
Seems okay.
Are you guys just standing there as it stands?
I'm,
Uh,
I'm waiting for a signal. What the fuck am I doing?
6, 5,
I'm gonna perception first.
4, 3, 2.
Perception.
1. The door suddenly slams shut.
As I fucking Indiana Jones through the fucking door.
You actually did right the last second. The doors slam.
Well,
Well, Dio, I guess this is a good chance for us to get to know each other. Cue Sokka screaming.
you just hear muffled screaming behind the door. You just hear a
So what's it gonna be, Dio? Hang out with me forever, or be polite to get in?
There is no right answer.
Only
God damn it.
despair.
As Dia's like, maybe I can lower myself to begging just this once.
Oof.
I love how this kind of turned into class lessons with Raggy.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. I'm gonna perception and no point in it.
I 39 the room for perception.
Yeah, there's no point.
Just gonna lean up against the wall, cross my arms, and wait.
So what is it with the ketchup thing anyway? Is that a sponsorship?
just fucking groan.
Or is it more of a bread thing? Wait, let me guess. You love bread because someone stole your sweet roll.
Ragnael, better fucking hurry up in there.
Only someone could tell me what I see with a perception check of 39.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to
Nice.
just figure things out.
That's okay. That's okay. We're having fun.
Yeah.
So as you guys walk in there, the doors slam shut behind you. There's a sudden rush of air upwards. And then nothing. Just all the air just rushed up suddenly for some reason.
Interesting.
With your perception check, the room itself is pretty much barren and unusually clean.
And no sign of the hand from before.
Do they see that crystal from before that I remember seeing when in stopped time?
Well, I would imagine that
Yes.
is through Dewey.
Yes,
Yes.
it's there.
The one that's on the door, yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's probably related to the door somehow.
Yep.
Could you each make me a fortitude save real quick?
Oh, I think I know. Okay, I know what's in here.
What's that about fort saves? What?
A fortitude save, please.
Both of us? Okay.
Yes, please.
All right. So
Was that a fortitude save?
Yup.
Damn,
Yeah.
okay.
fuck. Okay. D20 plus 16. Okay. So didn't do as well as Raggy, but
Okay, carry on.
All right. What's
that was disturbingly casual.
What is happening? Just am I able to tell? You said all the air went up. Am I unable to?
Is there gonna be trouble breathing?
That's what I'm trying to figure out here.
Not particularly. As far
Not
as
for
you can
us, at
tell.
least.
Not as far as you can tell.
Am I able to tell that something is wrong here?
What exactly are you doing?
If there is some, I want to perceive some sort of illusions.
What are you attempting to disbelieve?
Well, you had mentioned that all the air has appeared to leave the room.
It rushed upwards for some reason.
And I would think that Ragnael would be suspicious that there's some kind of spell going on that may have activated.
I'm trying to think what reason you would have other than maybe you feel possibly short of breath. Is that what you're thinking?
Well, it's like I feel like he would be able to I feel like he would be able to tell if the all the air in the room just rushed up.
Yeah,
kind of
like
feel
a
that would-
wind.
Yeah, that's kind of awfully suspicious to just suddenly happen in a room like. So I have the feeling that given all the magics and traps in this part of the dungeon, I feel like that there are layers upon layers of fail safes with these spells in these traps. Like the one the one to the south with what was the one down here?
The one with the
The one down
cylinders?
here where Zaerith detected that where his hair stood on end, and he was like, "Are you sure this one's disarmed?" And then I disarmed it, and it turned out it was a spell on top of a spell. So I kind of feel like if that seems to be the case in this dungeon now, where everything is if like a trap is disguised with spell upon spell, I want to be able to determine if something crazy like an illusion effect is going on here.
Well,
Or-
what specifically do you think is an illusion? Can I get another fortitude save from you guys, by the way?
Is this related to the time we're spending in here just looking around? Fuck.
Continue.
Like,
Well, did you want to perhaps make a spellcraft check? You want to look up at the ceiling? You want to try to cast detect magic? You have a specific thing you think is an illusion?
give me. Well, I'm going to. All right, I'm going to. I think I'm going to. So for one thing, I'm going to knock as hard as I can on the door, so the two others know that I'm here, and then I'm going to spell
you
recall.
guys on the other side do hear a faint thumping on the door.
Okay. And I'll goom 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 right back.
And I will greater detect magic.
All right. You say the incantation. You wave your hands. And nothing happens. The spell does not go off.
Oh.
All right, I'm going to. On the door.
Okay. So I will knock on the door.
What?
Pardon me. I apologize for bothering you, but I believe one of my comrades is in there. May I enter and retrieve him? It will be only a moment.
Of course! Of course!
Okay.
And there's a sudden gust of air that rushes into the room,
And
seemingly.
I will call back Sabelius. And before it closes, I will spell recall and greater detect magic once again.
I should have done a perception on that door while you were doing that.
You could use one right now, possibly.
Okay.
Right before this door closes.
39.
The door has a giant crystal on it of some sort. It's in the similar place to where the diamond shape is on the other doors. So let's see here. With greater detect magic, you can gain much more information. Detect lingering auras, blah, 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 blah. Use a standard action, concentrate on the spell. You can study a creature within a spell's area. Able to locate, analyze signature flourishes in a magical aura to match it to the person, blah, blah, blah. None of that matters. You have just enough time that you're able to make a spellcraft check. Because there is magic in the room. It's a powerful aura, I believe. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, easily. Yeah, there's definitely illusion going on in the room inside. Right before.
I wasn't able to tell what it was.
You were able to tell that it was a spell of. There was a spell of. It was a. Let me read. Let me look. Third round. Strength and location of the aura. Well, it says it's a knowledge arcana check, but it doesn't really matter, I'm sure. The school of magic involved in what it is, and it's the school of illusion.
Both of them are the same score anyway. They're both 26.
Yep, so no worries. So yeah, the entire area was filled with an overpowering aura of illusion magic.
Couldn't quite tell what the spell was, huh?
You know it's an illusion of some kind.
Right, okay. So it's just the school, and then the door closed, and then, okay. Thank you for getting my Thank you for getting my signal, Dio.
Honestly, I couldn't quite stand being alone with. And he just turns to look at Zaerith.
You know, that's very rude. The door is still right here. Most of them in this place do have feelings.
Thank you! No one ever seems to think about that.
I'm going to go mad in this place.
So it seems there's another slight impasse here. We know how to get in this door, but when it closes, I guess it was a... I don't know for certain, but there's there's an incredibly powerful illusion aura in this room. And and Chaotic, do stop me if this is incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
And I will refrain.
Mm-hmm.
I could not be completely certain, but I almost feel as though it had something to do with all the air coming out of the room. I did not want to take the risk of speaking lest it didn't work coming back the way it came.
I'm leaving it up to you guys. I'm just here to tell you what happens whenever you do things.
I get it.
All right.
I'm just
Yeah.
I'm out here trying to play it safe.
Entirely understandable. I will not fault you.
You're dropping traps with like 7th and 8th level spells out here. I ain't gonna I'm gonna take my sweet ass time.
What level are you guys? 16? Yeah, you bet your ass. You got
No.
15, but still.
No,
15.
I'm level 14, thank you.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to catch up to the rest of the party at some point.
Sabelius, did you happen to get a good look at that crystal on the far end of the room?
It has the same shape as as the hole we found in the other room. Yes.
As in, you were trying to say it was the same shape as like the doors thingy.
The diamond incision.
No,
Yes,
it was in
no,
the
it's
same
the same
place.
shape.
It is in the same place on the door.
So that was all that I could tell?
Do you have spellcraft or knowledge arcana?
Let's see, arcana and spell. I do, and my arcana is better, but not by much.
Give me an arcana.
Okay. Oh.
It's honestly a kind of a lower level spell, so you'd be perfectly fine. It appears to be similar to a. Basically, it's to you with your quick study of it. It looked to be a magical lock of some kind that just requires a certain amount of spell power be put into it to unlock whatever it is locking.
It appeared to be some kind of magical lock. I couldn't guess exactly how much, but it seems as though one need only put a certain amount of magical power into it in order to unlock it.
How so?
With your role, you wouldn't know.
I am not entirely sure.
Would I need to witness it to make my own roll? In a situation like this, with like kind of a general knowledge?
You made your perception checks earlier when you were looking around the room. I'd be happy to say you saw it too. You can give me an Arcana check as well if you'd like.
Alrighty, gladly.
It's still a better roll though, so for you it's trivial. You can tell it just needs to have a spell cast into it. It doesn't necessarily matter what kind of spell. It doesn't matter, it just kind of it will be converted, so to speak. You put spell power into it, and it requires an amount about equivalent to 3 spell levels or a 3rd level spell slot. So like 3 first level, a 2nd and a 1st, or a 3rd level slot.
Okay.
To make it unlock.
Oh, so it's meant to weaken any intruder, is that it?
I mean, I guess that's one way you can look at it.
Okay. In that case, I have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be happy to go in with perhaps, in case something happens, 3 of us, and then one waits outside the door, ready to let us back out with a friendly gesture.
Well, if you just so happen to wander inside, I suppose I can come and get you.
So I'm gonna apologize, guys. I really got to use the bathroom again. So
That's okay.
take a
Go
quick
ahead.
pee break. Okay.
Go ahead.
You're
Go
starting
ahead.
to sound crackly again.
Oh, he also changed his name on Discord. I just noticed that.
Who did? What?
Chaotic. He changed his name to Chaotic Neutral.
Fucker.
Got him.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna look through what spells I could spend here. I probably won't need that one. That one, and then a level 1. I'm going to use a level 2 and a level 1 to utilize it, unless Sabelius wanted to contribute anything.
Other than the door, I don't think he has anything necessarily.
So basically, you would just need to like expend like a charge of a spell.
3rd level spell, yeah.
Yeah. So if you don't want to, I can, because I can recall my slots basically.
How many times can you do that?
Quite a bit.
I have 6 3rd level spell slots, so.
Okay, let me put it this way. I'm out of Arcana points on my armor. I haven't even gotten into my personal pool yet.
Oh.
So, and I got 15 points in.
Yeah. Okay. So, I do have 6 uses of 3rd level spell per day, and I haven't used any of them yet.
Okay.
So, if need be, I will use one.
All right. Are your spells is your slot you feel is expendable enough like that?
Well, think of it this way. My 3rd level spells, I have 5 of them. And, I know 5 3rd level spells. And, what the fuck? I've got Dispel Magic. Since when did I have Dispel Magic?
Neat.
Probably when you put it on your...
I mean, it's a good thing. It can cut entire dragon armies in half.
It's true. I watched it. It was hilarious.
Oh man.
But yeah.
That reminds me. Are you looking for a job, young lady?
Are you offering?
With that voice, it's questionable.
You do that too well, Thorny. It's too dangerous for this campaign.
Oh, is that why I've never guest starred? You just can't handle it?
Hey, that's not my decision to make. That's chaotic.
There's
Oh,
probably a
sure,
reason.
pass the blame.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just like Dio does.
There's a reason Ragnael surrounds himself with boys.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, yes.
I promise he's not Mike Pence. Oh shit! I killed him.
Well, I wasn't gonna take it in that direction, but okay. Fuck you.
Jesus Christ!
Dropping them Raggy with them hot takes.
Wow.
Oh,
Raggy
man.
with them hot damp ears.
I know.
Wow.
Ooh, ooh.
Bit much, but whatever.
Was not expecting anything like that. Okay.
Wasn't expecting it. I don't regret it.
What's finishing position?
God damn it.
Regretty spaghetti.
There's a reason he surrounds himself with hot damp ears.
I know, right? Ben, that is the voice of Thornquill. He's our resident Zaerith and shit poster. Shit poster of this campaign, and
Surprisingly, given that this is like his only outlet for shitposting ever.
Actually, yes. Literally.
must feel good. Must feel good to get that shit posting out every once in a while.
I don't know if good is the sensation I describe it as, but
Satisfying.
that's it. That works. I think it's more just pissing Ragnael off than the shit posting.
Well,
But
no,
pissing
that's
Ragnael off is the shit posting.
It's true.
Exactly.
What do you think is the true purpose of the bread in the bathtub?
I mean, honestly, I assume that actually happened in JoJo.
Wait, the bathtub thing? No.
Yes.
No, that never happened. That never happened. That was
campaign.
I mean, do you blame me for thinking that it did?
no.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. I don't.
Okay.
Because I can
Where's the bread picture?
I can't find it. It's too far back.
I keep looking inside the chat and I can't find it ever.
Yeah, it's like it's too far back for it
Oh
to
my
like
god, it's
save
burned
or
into my
something.
brain.
It's burned into your brain. You
Yeah,
know.
no, I could see
You've
it perfectly too.
You can, like you can look back in the session episodes and you can find that scene where I pull it up on Discord and you can see it, but I can't find that picture for the life of me. I've looked, I've scoured the internet and I can't find it. I found it on Tumblr once.
I
And,
thought it was
well,
like
you know.
in the hidden channel that you use for like showing stuff to the chat.
Was this
stream
the
chat.
one that was actually drawn during the campaign, or was there an originator?
No, there was an originating.
Okay.
picture.
How many breads have you eaten in your life?
Let's see.
Probably
mean-
more than is healthy.
I mean, judging by this picture I just found, it's pretty like it's fiber in his diet. Holy shit!
What?
Oh my god!
What do you?
He's on a roll.
Really? Really, Boo?
Motherfucker.
I don't know. I mean, you can roll with it.
Really?
Sorry, he got to me.
Die.
You're just so pissed off at somebody.
Now, would the proper response here be yeet or yeast?
Yoked.
Yeast yourself out of this chat.
Yeast!
Die. It's just die.
It's okay. I'll rise again.
God damn it!
Motherfucker! God damn it. I'm trying to be quiet because it's almost quiet hours, but god damn it.
I don't need this.
Don't you start.
Took me.
Love it? You see it?
Don't you fucking start.
I don't need any of this.
God damn.
Yeast
Oh my
yourselves all
God.
out of here.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry that we're making slight fun of your character, Mr. Gluten. I mean Wuten.
Boy.
Okay, I'm done. I swear I'm done.
All I did was the basic bitch ones. Y'all are taking it to fucking
Boy.
stress.
Jeez. I'm fucking
sorry.
trying to find that picture. God damn it. I can't find it. I have searched for literally years and I can't find it. Every fucking time I try to find this picture.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Every grain of my being hates this.
See, I only promised I would stop.
Yeah, I know.
I think we're physically hurting him.
Roll a fort save,
Psychic
Wooten.
damage.
I'm trying to find the fucking...
Hello.
About time, thank you!
Sorry.
Save me, Chaotic!
What did I save you from?
Nothing. Nothing.
Okay.
We're fine. He's just about.
I'll take your word for it.
I feel the heat rising in Wooten's face right now.
Oh.
So anyway, here's the plan of attack that I wanted to propose out of character.
I missed something. Anyways.
3 of us go in here, and then either Sabelius or I discharge a level 3 spell into the doohickey. And then when we're done, if the door has closed, we will come back, knock on it for the 4th person to let us out. But preferably, the idea would be get in, do the spell thingy, and get out before the door can close again.
Okay.
Gonna have to be quick.
There's another possibility I can offer you merely because, mostly kind of because I want to, just because it might make it a little easier on you.
Okay.
And Ragnael would think of this. Touch spells. You know you can hold them in your hand, right?
Yeah.
So get at least a 3rd level touch spell, hold it in your hand, walk in. Even if the door shuts behind you, you've still got it charged in your hand. You release it into the crystal.
Or you could just shoot it.
I mean, that
At
too.
the crystal. You could shoot it into the crystal as soon as the door's open. Just like
I'm
point
just
your finger.
giving you an option. It's true. You could, like a scorching ray pointed at it, whatever. Just other options. It was something
Yeah.
I thought about on the way to the building.
You could do the tried and true method of open the door, fireball.
Man, I have it prepared, but I kind of want to save it if we encounter like a swarm or some shit.
Yeah.
Or a horde, what the fuck ever.
there's another spellcasting character here as well who could use a spell if needed.
Yep.
Is there?
Sabelius uses spells, doesn't he?
Well, yes, we just said that he was going to be possibly using a 3rd level spell slot if needed.
Oh, okay. I don't know who was going to... For some reason, I assumed it was Ragnael. I'm going to be quiet. Do your thing.
So you even suggested that. So rather, you would say that Ragnael would think that we could pick it up, head towards the door, and then cast it, then discharge the cast.
I'm saying because you can hold touch spells, and you can hold them indefinitely until you choose to release them or until your hand touches something.
Okay.
If you cast at least a 3rd level touch spell, you just hold the charge in your hand, then you walk up to the door and you touch the crystal with your hand, and then it discharges the spell into the crystal. Just don't touch anything else until you get there, but
Right.
Because that's one of those things, you can hold touch spells indefinitely in your hand, as long as you don't use it for anything else and don't touch anything.
So remember, we will have to do this before the door closes, because by the time the door closes, the air goes up, and we can't use magic. Remember, I tried to cast that one spell that one time, and it didn't go off. So.
Yep. So we gotta be quick.
So basically, Luna, you do have you have a level 3 touch spell then?
I do have a 3rd level touch spell, yes, but I cannot cast them over a distance.
That's the whole point of, I would say,
You cast
two
it.
or three of us going in.
So what you do is you cast it beforehand, and then you hold it in your hand and don't touch
Right.
anything until you touch the crystal.
Let me see here. Yep,
So,
I've got inflict.
so cast it now before.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
cast it now.
Okay, I'm gonna cast my inflict serious wounds.
So you do the incantation, and then just the negative energy kind of courses around whichever hand you're holding it in now. It's just kind of coursing around it a little bit, just a little black electricity just kind of jumping from your fingers.
All right, and after he charges that up,
Hello?
hello again, good sir or madam. Would you be ever so kind as to let us back in here?
Oh, you flatter me!
Right.
You have our thanks.
Sabelius.
As I walk through and go toward the door, and then I grab it with my, and then I
7.
go ahead and
Okay.
channel the energy from the spell into the diamond.
As you do that, the door makes several clunking sounds. And if I can interact with it, I think it's on the map layer. There we go.
Yay!
There's going to be a black square there, but just ignore it.
All right. And before we go on, pause real quick. Thank you, Tobias Ruth, for the $14.99 E.
E.
E. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the support.
Absolutely. Thank you for supporting
Thank
Wuten.
you. Oh, sorry. Wow.
Sorry.
Thank you, person.
E.
So,
Yay.
All right.
I'm gonna perception the corridor before I go any further.
well, you definitely hear something. Well, it looks like my work here is done. Thank you all for such kind compliments.
Peace be
assure
with you.
And
As I
also
bow.
with you.
May the light of the god Zaerith go with you.
And that's perception on the corridor.
It looks very similar to the other rooms with the pedestal with this strange little object sitting on it.
Ooh.
All right, now remember what we did last time. We didn't touch it. We just took the bag of holding and wrapped it around the thing.
Mm-hmm. And slid it in.
That
I
feel
will
when
take
I wish I'd
out-
gotten a bag of holding.
I will take out my bag of holding. Actually, I'll take out the second bag of holding that I have.
You say, don't you have like 3 bags of holding?
I have 2. I have 2 bags of holding. This one has first. And you said it was like a gem, or what sort of thing? Could you describe it real quick?
It was just I can't remember exactly. I'm pretty sure it was kind of like a silver cylinder almost.
Yeah, so some kind of
okay.
situation.
Okay. And so, with this, I will beckon Zaerith over, and I'll make my way over here. Zaerith, I'm thinking the same procedure as before would be the best way of dealing with this.
I am 100% in agreement with you and have no idea what you're talking about.
I hold out the bag of holding.
I assume I'm supposed to take that.
We did this we did this about
10 minutes ago. In game, like 10 minutes ago.
Just like perplexed look on his face. We did this like 10 minutes ago. Come on, I know you're annoying, but you're not stupid.
In fact, it's because you're not stupid that you're annoying.
That is possibly the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me.
Oh, gods.
Oh, come on. That's Indiana Jones this shit. I don't say that, but...
This entire room is Indiana Jones.
A little bit.
Yeah.
You guys haven't had the giant rock yet. Come on.
Yeah, I don't see any Nazis anywhere.
Oh my god. Jeez.
Got a fireball ready for any of them.
So, as I said, I just wait on you guys until you tell me what's going on.
Well, because he's got fireball, I have flame strike, just in case.
I have fist strike.
I cast
have
fist.
I cast fist.
Luna, you don't want me fireballing that direction.
I'm just waiting on you, Thorny.
Yeah, he said putting it in the bag of holding.
Did he? Okay.
Put it in the cornucopia.
Put it in the
Cornucopia.
Oh my god.
It goes into the bag.
Well, I mean, my flame strike has a 10-foot radius, so 20-foot diameter.
Wouldn't it be nice if they could just use one fucking normal thing? Just say, you know what? It's just all diameter or radius. Nope, some of them say radius, some of them say diameter, some of them just say fuck you.
And it's damage per caster level, so it's nice and powerful. Although, how many 5th level spells can you use per day?
So, now what?
I assume we're taking this back to the other chamber?
Yep.
Well, all right then.
I'm just waiting
Let's
on all
make
of you.
our way.
We are in dungeon
make
time,
our
so
way.
as you guys move.
Yep.
Pardon, monsieur.
Thank you.
So now that we've taken the second cylinder, has this changed at all?
Yes, as you guys are walking back into that room, it appears to have grown in size.
Oh.
It still does not necessarily seem complete, but far closer to a pyramid than originally.
Oh,
Okay.
Interesting.
I never did see that movie back in 2014, The Pyramid.
I'm actually reminded of 2000. I'm
of
reminded of the monolith from 2001.
Damn.
Maybe I'm far better watched than you guys think, or maybe I'm just not original.
Well, no, it's because like the discovery of the pyramid is that it was like it wasn't like the perfectly shaped kind of prismatic. It was like an isosceles pyramid.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh.
And it was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Look in chat. Fist, senses, tingling.
Punch. Must punch.
Must punch. Oh, God damn it.
Well, moving on
Okay.
to you guys.
Well, now I guess that just leaves. So
Question.
Was that,
Real quick question. These two
Real quick
little
answer.
things here, are they anything in particular, or are they just placeholders because you don't have a pyramid thing to use?
It's a placeholder. It's supposed to be
Okay.
a dais upon which it's sitting. I just put something there.
Okay. Okay.
Because I have to work with what I can find.
Yeah,
That's
I know
understandable.
that feeling. I know that feel.
That mood.
Okay, so the so that design that was on that door leading to there,
Mm-hmm.
that was the exact same thing that was on the that was back on the mirror room, correct?
Say it again.
I think it was a different shaped design.
Oh, okay.
What is?
The crystal that he powered up, it's a different shape to the one that was in the
The
to
mirror.
Yeah, the other room
to the
looks more-
indent.
So
Yeah.
you guys know the big main room that has the giant epitaph on the circle on the floor, and there was the door that had the giant ghost head in front of it that had a diamond shaped hole on its front. It was the same.
Yep.
It was the same there.
Okay.
Would you guys like me to just put you back in the mirror room?
Let's do that.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Have we actually examined the cylinders yet?
Which cylinders?
The ones
These four?
we've been taking from the daises.
No. We've been.
Well,
If you guys would like, I'll move you over to the other side.
yeah, we can go. You can put us in the mirror room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mirror room.
So I know that last time we had talked about
There you
like
go.
homebrewing the idea that Raggy would be able to use the spell Identify, even though it's not on the Magus list. I'm not sure if you wanted to implement that or not.
I do remember. I think I said that I was fine with you doing that because to me, it really doesn't make sense why it's not on their damn list. So.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll save it until the next one we come across. That way we don't because I don't know if we want to like open it up to like touch it or whatever.
You don't know if you want to touch the cylinder, basically.
Basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the only way to do that would be to pull it out of the bag of holding.
Yep.
Or we could, open the bag of holding and like roll it out.
Yeah, that's true.
Not quite how the bags work. I think you can upend them and like pour everything out, but you can't really, because of the way the extra dimensional space works. You kind of have to reach in and rummage around to find what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And there is
yeah,
no way the 3-second rule applies to picking up all of Dio's bread after it gets poured out.
That's a different. That's
Okay, it's the 5-second rule.
That's
where
a
I come
fair.
from.
That's a fair. That's
What
a
kind
fair
of germs
point.
are you living with?
I thought it was
Also,
a 10-second rule.
Also, I might propose something.
It varies.
What kind of barbarian are you?
I might propose something out of character if that's cool.
In dungeon
Go ahead.
time, really doesn't matter.
Still, would people want to in-game have like a bit of a resting period before once this thing's formulated and we have our key? What would people think of like a short resting period to like recover resources? Because I've been burning Arcana and some spells.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
Because if this does indeed, I don't know if this would take us directly to Alondra or not, but if it does, I would rather have as many resources available as I can.
Oh, I don't think this is going to take us to Alondra. I think this is going to take us to maybe the key to that room to the south in the center.
Yeah.
I'm almost thinking that this is the key to.
Oh. What's your thoughts?
Is that so?
I'm thinking that we are building the key to go south.
Yeah.
That's what I think too.
That's what I think. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Before we go south with this key. If that's what's happening, I would rather press forward with, a bit more
Yeah.
refreshed.
At full
Yeah,
strength.
same here. Same here.
So that said,
I'd want to do the same.
let's get back to figuring out the see no evil.
Well,
The 4 mirrors glow softly so long as you guys are not directly in front of them. At which point they all stop glowing. Where the fuck is this damn room?
Hello.
okay, what happens if we try to dispel magic on them? No, we can't dispel magic because they're level 10 spells.
Yeah.
somehow.
They're basically artifact level.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Artifacts can usually
Powerful.
only be taken out. Perhaps minor artifacts, but usually there's still, you need powerful magic to get rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
High level magic versus high level magic ensues.
Bum,
High
bum,
level.
bum, bum, ba-dum.
When a thief attacks your level 99 character in Skyrim. What's the
Level 99 Archmage character.
So would you need a? So what would we need high level magic to get rid of?
The mirrors.
The mirrors, basically.
Alright.
You know that they are highly powerful and are most definitely unique because you've never seen anything like them before.
And they have some kind of gate spell about them.
Some kind of, almost as if maybe they're portals?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is concerning.
Because we see
Okay.
when we do look at them, we see whatever's on the other side. We see imperfect versions of our reality.
Mm-hmm.
Man, if only I had summon monster, I'd be able to send something in and have it come back out.
We could pick up a rock and throw it in. Dead silence.
As it hits Orcus in the back of the head. What the fuck was that?
Fuck you, throw a rock. It goes through.
Fuck you, Colt.
See massive eyes in the horizon turn to look at you. Turn
Fuck
it
you,
off! Turn
Colt.
it off! Turn it off!
Oh, sorry. This isn't where I parked my car.
My carpet of flying.
Move the mirror, Dio. Quickly move the mirror, Dio.
I'm trying. It won't move. Everybody
damn it.
push on the mirror.
Pivot!
Oh
Don't
my
pivot!
god.
Oh god.
To the left! No, your other left! Oh my god.
What the fuck?
And we got another comic.
Yeah.
Oh god.
God. When Ebony sees this.
Oh dear gods.
Oh boy.
All right, so mirrors facing their respective statues makes them glow. And portals and shit.
I believe
what statues depict again, by the way.
this one. I'm trying to remember that precisely. I remember the sets. I just don't remember which one did which. This one, I'll just tell you. At the moment, it is reflecting It's for that statue. It's like holding a bag in one of its hands, and it is showing that. The one in the lower left is showing the entire statue.
Okay.
The one in the upper left is showing. So the one in the lower left shows the entire statue.
Let
The
me
one in the upper
just
left.
write this right now, just so we don't forget.
Yeah,
Might be a good idea.
like I said earlier, technically it really doesn't matter which one is showing what. It just as long as I
Yeah.
remember the sets.
Yeah.
So the upper left one is showing the weapon that the statue is holding. The lower
Yep.
left one shows the entire statue.
Yep.
The lower right one shows. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. The upper right one shows the statue's bag that it's holding,
Bag.
and the one on the lower right. Shit, I don't remember what it was showing. fuck.
Oh dear.
God damn it.
So weapon, bag, whole statue. Maybe the statue's clothes?
Or the
Yeah,
statue
we'll go
completely.
with the clothes for the lower right. It's not showing the humanoid itself, but it's showing everything that it's wearing or holding.
This one's weapon, bag, and then what it's wearing. It almost makes me think that since this one reflects the whole
Nobody.
thing, what if this one gets rid of the weapon, this one gets rid of the bag, this one gets rid of the everything? I don't know if that made sense.
What? Stand in front of the mirror after getting rid of your stuff?
So if the mirrors were adjusted in such a way, since this is the see no evil, what if it was this one gets rid of the weapon, this one gets rid of the bag, this one gets rid of the rest of it?
So basically turn all of the mirrors to face that statue?
So that it would vanish completely in the mirror.
Okay.
Just
What
an
would
idea
happen?
I had. I don't know if it'll work. It's just I was thinking of, what would be the way that it would not be seen, I guess.
I suppose we could try that.
I mean, nothing's disappearing. It's just the mirrors are reflecting certain things.
What if we take off the respective item and stand in front of the mirrors?
Would you like to perceive the statues real quick?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
So, in regard to your role, Sabelius, you can look at the statues real quick. In regards to your idea, they are completely carved out of one piece of stone. There doesn't seem to be movable unless
I
you
was
were to
thinking
break
we
them.
take off our item that is being reflected in the mirror and then stand in front of it.
Wait a second. What if... Okay. Zaerith can cast invisibility, right?
Yes.
Okay. What if Zaerith stood here, I stood here and took out my bag of holding, and then either Sabelius or... Wait, what kind of weapon is it holding? Is this statue holding?
A spear.
A spear?
I have a spear.
Raggy, you stand there, and Zaerith. I'm not sure what to do with the whole statue, honestly.
Well, if this one here shows the entire body, but like
No.
shows one of your
This
body, but
one-
shows
Zaerith,
this
everything.
one-
as you move in front of the mirror, they all dim. You see yourself reflected in the mirror now.
Did he go invisible?
Not yet, no.
No. What I'm saying is, Zaerith stands here and casts invisibility on himself.
Oh, on
The
this
greater-
one?
Yeah, the greater invisibility on yourself.
As you
Try
step
that
in front of
one.
that mirror, it is showing everything that you're wearing, but your body is not. It's not there.
Okay, so he needs to strip.
I mean, you could have just asked.
What I'm thinking is, if he casts greater invisibility on himself, it'll shroud his clothing as well.
True. Greater
And
invisibility would do that.
I can stand here and hold my bag of holding.
As you step there, you see your bag of holding. You see your other bags of holding. You see your backpack. You see any vials that are on your belt,
Right.
and so on and so forth.
That's why I think we need to take these things off before we step in front of the mirrors. Because it's see no evil, right?
Okay. I think I've got it. Zaerith, you stand here and cast your invisibility. I'm
Which one?
here. I'm not sure what to do for this one.
Well, that one shows everything except you. So I'm thinking you just disarm yourself, take off all your... extraneous items in there.
clothes.
It's getting hot in here.
It's getting hot in here.
It's time
Actually,
it's time to meet your friend Oliver Closeoff.
oh my fucking god. I have an idea. Okay, what if I stand here because I have no weapons? I have no weapons on me.
Okay.
It shows your fists
So-
in here.
Motherfucker.
You
No,
considered
I'm kidding.
armed.
I'm kidding.
So Sabelius, not chaotic. If I stand here, I'm not seen in the mirror.
If you have no
The mi-
weapons on you, do you have a knife? Do you have anything at all?
No, I
that
have
could be considered a
absolutely
weapon?
no weapons except for my hands.
Then no.
Dio, you are a weapon.
Now, question: does the mirror dim when I step in front of it?
Every single mirror dims anytime someone steps in front of any mirror. So it was already
Okay,
dimmed.
so
when you stepped in
it's
front of it.
regardless. It's regardless of the. Okay.
Yes.
Somebody needs to throw a rock into these.
Oh my god, it's not gonna.
Would you like to pick up something and throw it in the mirror, Sabelius?
I don't think that's something he would do.
Why don't we try the plan first? Let's see.
Try the what?
The idea first before we start throwing
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
into
yeah.
portals.
Okay.
Holy shit! I got a lot of bottles and vials.
What about Sabelius? Do you have any bottles and vials and bags?
I don't have any bags, surprisingly, but I do.
You don't have a
my...
backpack?
Apparently, I don't
Or
have
your
anything in my.
quiver?
Well, I've got my.
Oh,
Oh no, I've got my belt cases. That's like, and that's basically like if you can imagine.
Yeah.
If you can imagine like a belt of like gun magazines, it's basically that, but for belt cases.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
so I'm
you
gonna
got
take
those.
off. I'm gonna take off a belt that has like my vials and stuff. Fanny pack. And then the bag of holding goes down probably about here.
Your spell component pouch.
Yeah, I've got like my. I surprisingly like when you say a backpack. Do you mean like? I'm sure I do. I have stuff in my. I've got stuff in my Inquisitor's kit, and I'm sure that it took stuff out of it. But
Anything that is seemingly a container or holds something in or behind it, I guess, is probably the best way to
Okay.
put it.
I mean, okay, so that's my. I mean, it also says that it shows everything but my body. So,
For the mirror you're in front of, you just see everything except for your body.
like my naked body or my body with the clothing on.
It's like you are invisible, but the stuff you have is not.
Okay. So, like, if I took off my crossbow, my quiver, my.
Everything except for you. All of your equipment can be seen, and clothing.
Okay,
all of that.
so my duster, like my protective
Yes,
items.
everything. Yes, everything except for you.
Chaotic, stop trying to get me to strip.
I'm not the one telling you to do this. This is your guys' plan. Since the plan is to do things here, just real quick, to save a little bit of time here, fucking Zaerith, use your greater invisibility, right? How many keys does that cost?
I think it's just the one.
Just a key point, okay?
Yeah.
And you're taking it off your own token. You guys have been keeping track of that?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and just use it real quick. You turn greater invisible, right?
Yep.
You still see yourself in the mirror. There. I'll save you guys the trouble and save Sabelius from having to strip naked.
I
Okay.
kind of figured that wasn't gonna work.
It's a sausage fest in here. We don't need that.
It's worth a shot, though.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd save you guys the time.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll.
Well, all right. So I'm going to, I guess, try to make an intelligence roll to see what the portal-y situation might have to do with getting beyond the door.
Okay. Go for it.
Use my thonk.
Please have big thonk.
Big thonk? Okay, thonk.
It's all right with me. You remember that out of all the mirrors, only one of them, as Sabelius, I believe it was Sabelius that was turning the mirror, the upper right mirror, is the only one that showed the door.
Oh.
Well, shit.
Oh. So, if this was
So, question, was it this door?
Yes, there's no other doors in the room.
Okay. I thought there was this door as well.
It's
but
not a door. It's an archway.
It's an archway. Okay.
Since these make a sort of gate, as scurry as this thought might be, if we entered the mirror, then the door wouldn't be there.
It's a possibility.
Man, I wish I had a familiar.
You used to. What happened?
I
to you
used to, I know.
You have him watching the shop. You got him watching the shop. He's making us bank.
Yeah, you guys got a lot of interest building up when you finally go back.
Yeah.
I love that the Raven and the human being are managers.
So, okay. So this mirror.
Excuse you, it was Vesuvius. He was an elf, thank you very much.
No, I
So
said
this. So chaotic. This mirror, when turned, shows the door here.
Yes, none of the others.
What? And the others didn't? Did they show like a hallway, or what did they show?
Just blackness, just like everything else.
Just blackness? Okay.
Mm-hmm. In fact, with Ragnael being super smart, I'm just going to say the connection he seems to be able to draw between things is that they all open. So, for example, vials, you open them. Your bags, you open them. The door, you open it. There's a connection between all of those in regards to what the mirror is reflecting.
Oh dear.
Interesting.
My God. my friend went home to watch the stream and he just made a fucking reference.
Oh,
Break
God.
the mirrors! Do it yourselves!
God damn it.
From a
Jesus
game we
Christ.
played back in the day.
I mean, if you want to, that's all I'm going to say.
No.
No.
We have messed with artifact level magic before. We're not about to do that shit again.
Let's punch the level 9 magic in the face, guys.
No. This is level 10 magic.
Fuck.
This is artifact level magic is level 10.
All right.
Hell, I remember that the lore for most I forget which D&D universe it is. I think actually it's Faerun,
Yeah.
Forgotten Realms, where
Forgotten.
literally the god of magic literally made it impossible for human beings to cast anything higher than 9th level spells, because anything higher literally fucking breaks reality and kills gods. So they were like, nah, we're done.
Yep.
You can't do this anymore.
That's exactly what it was.
So it's impossible to get beyond that without multiple spellcasters and sometimes blood magic. So
I don't trifle with shit.
Oh my fucking God. Tobias Ruth, thank you for the $9.99. He says for us to punch it. No.
for
we can't
$99,
No. For $9.99 for $10. For $10.
$10. I was gonna say $99. Damn.
I would punch that shit in a heartbeat, but no.
I mean, you did just get $10 to punch the mirror. Come on, punch the mirror. Do it.
Oh my fucking God.
My lord, what is it?
Zaerith just sneaks up to Dio, slides him a 10, just fucking punch the door.
Do it, bitch.
Do it, bitch.
Punch the cow. Do it now.
power. Do it now.
Do it now
Never.
or
Now or never.
now or never. All right. So, here's my big brain thonk. We enter the mirror.
This is why I was going on about throwing rocks in the mirror, because I don't want to go in.
Alternatively, we turn the mirror to the door, and then we open the door while looking into the mirror.
Yes?
And what if we could like back into the door while looking at no door in the mirror?
What?
Is that how you mean?
No, like turn the mirror
Like-
towards the door, because
Turn the mirror towards the door. Turn the mirror towards the door, and then do like Perseus fighting the fucking Medusa, and use the mirror as our guide to open the door.
Open the door instead of looking directly at it.
Yeah. See no evil.
Okay.
You guys turn the mirror?
Let's turn it.
I'll turn
Yep.
it.
Gonna turn it clockwise towards the door.
Okay. The door is now reflected in the mirror.
All right. Do we see the crystal, like indent, like the crystal that
You
would
see
be
the
indented
door.
right there? You see
You
the door?
see the door in its entirety, which includes the indentation in the doorway that looks like it would have
No crystal?
something slotted into it.
Nothing slotted in. Oh, okay.
Nothing is slotted into it. No, it looks like the same door that you're trying to open with whatever key is forming, in terms of a pyramid.
I'd like to turn the mirror back to face this
Okay.
statue.
Okay.
All right, guys. Here's my big brain thonk. I'm going to reach into the mirror.
So you put your hand to the mirror.
Yes.
As your hand gets closer, it gets colder and colder. Finally, your hand touches the surface of the mirror. It feels like a mirror, but it also
Okay.
feels pliable, as if you could push through it should you choose to do so.
How cold is the temperature? Is it like chilly, or is it like bone chilling ice cold?
Not bone chilling, but uncomfortably cold.
Okay.
I do, if needed.
In addition, your bags, your anything that opens is showing on your person.
Right.
If need be, I do have a scroll of endure element. If it's that bad.
Chaotic, does it seem like that bad?
It's uncomfortably cold, but not like snowy,
Not-
ice chilling cold.
Okay. All right, guys. Tobias, you asked for it. I'm going to reach into the mirror. I'm going to try to push the pliable, massy thing. Reach in.
Okay. You start to push. The mirror starts to warp around your hand,
Okay.
This is some
and your
Matrix
hand goes
shit.
through.
My hand goes through. And do
You
I
see it on
feel
the other
anything?
side.
Okay.
It's really weird because you don't see yourself, but you see your hand. So it's like
Okay.
you cut off at like, let's say you're like mid forearm.
Mid forearm? Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
hang on.
Run half of your hand.
I'm sorry to unlock a whole nother level of motherfuckery, but isn't Dio part vampire?
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to see myself in a mirror anyway. No. Vampires don't have that effect on them.
Okay.
Yeah, they can see each other. They
Yeah,
can see
they can
themselves in
see.
mirrors just fine.
Yeah, they can see.
They're not true vampires.
No, they're only half.
Interesting.
So you can kind of turn your hand around a little bit and you see it and all that kind of stuff. And it is a lot,
Okay.
it's colder on the other side than it was when you were touching the mirror. But
Right.
not, maybe like a really chilly autumn day, possibly. Almost, I'm not sure exactly where uncomfortable actually is. So
It depends on
Okay.
the person.
let's just say just short of the point where I think you would actually want to endure elements. It's just cold.
Okay.
The mirror is warped
I'm going
around
to-
your hand.
I'm going
where
to
you
attempt
press
to
through,
pull.
like
I'm
a
going to
bubble.
attempt to pull my hand back out, just to see if we can push in and then push back out.
Okay.
Or pull back out, rather.
You pull your hand back out, the mirror warps, and as your hand comes out, it sort of warbles a little bit, and then sets back, and then suddenly seems to set back in place like a proper mirror again.
Oh, I'll never get used to all that.
Just in case, and
Hmm.
I am going to, having put my stuff all back on me, I'm going to reach into the bag of holding and pull out some rope.
Okay.
Maybe I might suggest tying it around you, and see if that'll, keep the trail.
Very well.
Hansel and Gretel.
I kind of figure that might.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that
mirror
might-
world. You never know what the fuck could happen.
Yep. All right, guys. Are y'all ready?
Do you want to do anything before you go in? Do you want to turn the mirror? Do you want to do anything else, or are you just going to kind of walk in?
I'm going.
That's right. Because what if... Can we
What
go
if?
into the mirror if it's not... Can we go into the door through the mirror if it's not facing the door?
That's what I think we're gonna find.
We're about to find out here. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and push through the threshold of the mirror and push my way out into the mirror world.
For science.
The world of mirrors.
And you're not
Fucking
going to do anything
JoJoing
before
it
that?
up. Nope.
Okay.
So I am walking
have rope around.
towards. Yes, I am walking with rope around me. I am walking through the threshold towards the statue in the reflected side.
Okay. So when you step through, let me see if I can find. Actually, I might just play that. I probably won't hear it for a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see if it loads.
Let's find out.
Oh, it loaded for me. Good. Now, let me see if I can find what else I'm looking for. Shit. I might actually. Oh! I can do this. Hold on. I can do
boy.
This. This is magical.
Oh boy.
This is magical. This is magical. I could do it.
You can do it.
Okay, Fredbot's about to turn on.
All right.
Yoink. Just be sure to turn him down if you need to.
Okay, rain, storms,
Yep.
storms. I hear storms.
I hear it.
Okay. Okay.
So when you step through the mirror, you step through the mirror all the way.
Mm-hmm.
You are now on the other side.
Yes, I have the rope still tied around my waist and like
Okay.
in the mirror, like warbling in it.
Is Fred Boat like skipping for anybody else, or is it just me?
Nope,
No.
no, it's working fine.
By me.
Okay, so it's just skipping for me, so I won't worry about it. It's cold. Very, very, very cold.
Okay.
Everything is dark. Shades darker than it should be.
Okay.
You have reached the upside down.
The only way I could describe it is almost as if the shadows of everything are reaching out, reaching up, down. They're distorted and warped.
Okay.
Everything is purples and blacks and dark hues.
I
You
would like
see
to...
the shadows of your companions, but almost as if they are nothing but shadows.
Okay.
So it's my bedroom.
It is raining. You hear the
Okay.
sounds of lightning. You see the room. But you see, let's say you turn back around and you see the portal, so to speak. But you can also see through the portal. Not just through the portal back into reality, but through the portal to its other side.
Okay.
There are small lines, almost threads, that is connecting to things. Your bags, your vials, your things, the bag that the statue's holding, all of your companions' openables, little threads connecting the mirror with all of those objects, including on all of the other statues as well. And everything is sort of like shifting, almost like shadows are made of fire. I'm not sure how to describe it. Just
right. It's yeah. I would like to turn to the door and see if there's anything odd about it.
It is just as warped and strange as everything else in this room, and there is also a small thread from the mirror to the door as well.
Interesting.
Okay.
You can see your breath in front of your face as you are looking. The rest of you can see Dio in the mirror, but you don't see anything that he sees. He is slightly warped and strange looking, but you can see him if you're looking.
I would like to call back out to my companions. Are you able to hear me?
Your voice sounds very hollow and no echo whatsoever, as if it's inside your own head when you speak. Everyone outside, you hear nothing. You do see his lips move, however.
I do, I will kind of stretch out a hand to just be like, you know, just almost kind of like wave, be like, I'm gonna try and like go up and like see if I can put my hand like against like his shoulder.
How close are you to the mirror, Dio?
I have just I've like just stepped in.
Okay. So you're gonna try and reach through Ragnael?
Well, okay, so all right, so I'm doing this based upon where he's standing in the on the map. Like if he's here on the map, I'm picturing that his blurred, distorted self is here, not here. So I guess it depends.
It would be like right here, basically.
Okay, so you are okay.
Yeah, I'm like right here.
So basically, you're looking at him in the mirror and kind of looking where he would be in the room if that were actually his reflection, basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go
ahead.
I'm going to have Sabelius hold on to the rope.
So he's going to take it and go up to the mirror.
I'm going to keep a hand on it, hand on the rope.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm gonna kind of push up against it.
So you're gonna try and touch where he looks like he would be in the reflected mirror.
Yes.
Your hands pass through thin air.
Shit.
Like he's reaching this way, where
Yes.
I would be in the mirror.
Where you look like you would be if you were reflected in the mirror, but you don't touch anything.
Yeah. He's not actually reaching into the mirror.
What you're really doing is seeing him through the mirror, so to speak.
Right. Right.
So like my hand's like kind of going through a shade.
There's nothing there.
Oh.
In the mirror, it looks...
That looks like where he would be standing if he were being reflected in a normal mirror. But you don't touch it.
Okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah, he's actually standing on the other side of the gate, and you're seeing him through it.
But like a distorted portion is being reflected here. Okay.
No.
Oh.
You just see him through the mirror. And then you also see your own objects still reflected in the surface of the mirror as well. So you kind of have to jostle around a little bit to see him properly behind your like backpack and stuff. So.
Mm-hmm. Huh.
And the only thing that went through with him were his bags and vials.
Everything.
Everything went through with me.
Okay.
And you see me completely.
And he still has the rope tied around him.
Yep.
So what do you do now, Dio? The room is warping a little bit. The shadows are strange. Everything's in strange hues. Your allies, as far as you could tell, are strange, seemingly shades. And little strings are attached to all of these various objects and the door.
I will hold up a finger as if a wait a moment gesture. And I'm going to step away from the mirror's reflection, still within decent distance of the mirror as to not stretch out the rope, but I would like to...
So you're trying to like step out of line of sight of the mirror?
Yes.
Okay.
And...
You'd still technically be... Sabelius can still see you. Like this.
Okay. So if I look through that angle of the mirror, I can still see him.
Yes.
Not quite, because the mirror is reflecting this way.
No, but imagine it like it's a gateway or an archway.
Okay, so it's changed. So it's no longer reflecting. Instead,
it still reflects them, but when they see you through it, it's as if it's a door.
Yeah, it's as if it's a door. Okay,
yes.
That makes sense.
So Sabelius can still see you.
So with
and
that,
Ragnael might see like a tiny portion of you.
Right.
So the strings that are attached to my bags, do they continue following me as I move this way?
Yes. They always seem to have a very slight dip in them.
Yeah.
You like imagine like telephone wires sort of thing.
Yeah.
That kind of dip in the middle.
Does it also
it
have?
Seems weird as it shifts like that because it's always that little dip is almost always right in the middle. So it's not like it's getting stretched taut or anything.
Would the other statues happen to have any sort of objects that those strings would also attach to, or no?
The statues are all identical, and yes, it stretches to the bag that each of them are holding.
Okay.
Little white string.
Okay. Oh. This is perplexing.
Wait. So is the door still closed then?
The door is still closed, yes. It's the same as it is in the real world.
Alright, so here's the thought.
Mm-hmm.
What if while you were in that dimension, or whatever, if the mirror that makes the door disappear were to face this way...
Well, to our knowledge, all of the mirrors... Wait.
Malone. What?
All of the mirrors, if I remember right, it shows like a shadowy blackness for this door, except for this one.
Correct.
Okay. I would like... I think I have an idea here. I would like to walk over here and look into this mirror in the weird shadow dimension thing. Does it also have a sort of gateway-like thing?
Yes. It also has the strange little strings that are attached to all the objects that it reflects in the other world.
Okay.
So it attaches to all the various objects that you're wearing, as well as whatever the statues are wearing, but not the statues themselves, so to speak. As hard as it is to believe that, it seems though the humanoid form of the statues is not reflected in the mirrors. It continues to rain and you are wet.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and try to make my way back through this gateway.
All right.
I think I, as a player, have an idea.
Okay.
As I step through the mirror gateway.
Well, that's a problem.
You slip back through the mirror. It warps around you again like a bubble as you pop through. It warbles for a moment, then firms back up like an actual mirror. You are now standing in front of everybody, soaking wet.
Okay. Seems that whatever... Well, I'll basically just relay whatever you described back through the party.
That works.
Yeah, we'll
Works
do that.
Perfectly.
And I think I might have an idea. So these portals, these mirrors also have portals within those other dimensions. So,
What is your idea?
What if... Wait. What if we... Okay, so the gateways remain even when we turned this mirror towards this door? Did the like gateway light remain, or...
They are all dim as of the moment, if that's what you're asking.
But we can still go through them.
Yes. You push your way through them and they stretch around you. I describe it like a bubble.
Okay. What if we turn this mirror towards this door
and then go through the mirror door?
And then go through the mirror door.
You mean a different mirror?
What is the plan?
Yes. So turn this mirror to face this door and then go through one of the other mirrors. I think this one, because it shows us with no body. So
rather
turn
than maybe this one here because it shows our entire self.
Does this one show the whole statue with weapons, bag, and everything?
It shows everything.
Yep.
Got it? Okay. In that case...
Still what do the rest of you guys think?
I'm kind of in agreement with him. It's an extra couple of steps, because if that had been done while he had gone through with the rope, and I had turned it, then it probably would have severed. It probably would have severed the rope.
Yeah. I was a little worried about that. Yeah.
So you guys are going to turn the mirror?
To face the
Yeah,
door.
we're going to turn the mirror to face the doorway, yes.
And then one of us should go through first to make sure that this is correct.
I would also like to turn... What I... Okay. This is...
Well, think of everything that was being described on the other side of that door.
Yeah.
On the other side of that gate.
So there were little...
It's not just there for no reason.
Yeah, I'm big braining this. Okay.
Come on, Ragnael, use that big thunk.
Raggy, can you help me with a big thunk?
I'm rolling thunk.
Please thunk. I think we're moving in the right direction, but yeah.
18.
I don't know, because we can still go through the gate, and we can't go through the gate without it dimming. So if we worry about them turning all glowy and shit
The
before going
best
through the
answer
door,
I can give with that is that you recognize that these strings are whatever these strings are that Dio is talking about seem to be fairly important in regards to solving this puzzle.
So I imagine then that if we went in the gate through here, then there'd be strings on our weapons. In here, there'd be strings on probably
Everything.
us.
Something along those lines. It's easy to surmise. Yes.
Now,
Okay.
now I do have a bit of meta knowledge, but I don't think that would be very
Somewhat.
a bit of like meta knowledge on some things here. But I don't know if I would want to drop a bomb like that without having my character experience it himself.
You guys are in dungeon time. I don't necessarily care. If I deem it that you wouldn't be able to do it, then I'll tell you. But otherwise, just go ahead and say it. Anything that's going to help you guys solve the puzzle, that's perfectly fine with me.
Okay.
It is also not just an. I'll just let you know as well. This is not just a rando puzzle just for the fun of it. It's very important for later. So
I get it. I get it. So I feel like since I hear strings and that we're going through a gate, it makes me think that this is taking us to some variant of the astral plane.
Right.
Because I
and
know
then
that
astral projection.
When you travel to the astral plane, you have some kind of string attached to you. And when you have a string attached to you, if that thing gets cut, then you fucking die.
Yeah.
Ragnael roll a knowledge planes check.
Okay.
So, like, what does that mean if the string is attached to our weapons or the door?
If
Ragnael would know what you were talking about. He would be able to
this-
surmise and see the similarities between an astral cord and whatever's going on here. Because, as you remember earlier, when you guys came into this place in the first place, there was some level of, like, conjuration, teleportation, planner, magic bullshit going on.
Yeah.
So, because this seems to be some sort of alternate dimension, alternate plane, you would imagine that some form... So, yes, what you're saying, Ragnael would also know. Because he's a smart boy.
Okay.
He's learned and read.
So basically, if those cords are severed in some way, then those items would disappear. Like, would be destroyed entirely.
So is there a string leading to the door? I forget.
There was.
Yes, there is a string leading to the door with this.
Do we want to find out
mirror.
what happens if we cut the string to the door?
That's the thing. That's the thing. Cutting an astral cord is very, very difficult.
Like, how difficult?
Like divine level difficult.
Well, not quite that bad. Because another thing that fucking Ragnael will know, we're going to say it's because he read up on it afterwards because you guys had a visiting Githyanki. They can cut astral cords very easily with their weapons. They have a very specific material that they're made out of.
Ooh.
And would I know what that material was?
I can possibly tell you. Let me try and figure something out here.
Knowledge Arcana, Knowledge Arcana, Knowledge Arcana, Knowledge Arcana.
Okay, let me just read this through the astral projection spell. While you're on the astral plane, your astral body is connected at all times to your physical body by an incorporeal silver cord. If the cord is broken, you are killed astrally and physically. Luckily, very few things can destroy a silver cord. When a second body is formed on a different plane, the silver cord remains invisibly attached to the new body. Because when you go through the astral plane and you go into a new plane, the astral cord continues to be attached to you. Because your physical body still sits in the material plane, and you also have a new one that forms on the plane you go to. It's really fucking weird.
Right.
Fucking science. I don't fucking know.
Fucking magic. I ain't gotta explain shit.
Exactly. If the second body or the astral form is slain, the cord simply returns to your body where it rests on the material plane, reviving it from its state of suspended animation. Which is why a lot of wizards like to build themselves into other dimensions and then astrally project onto the material plane, because if you kill them, they're not actually dead.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is a traumatic affair. You gain negative levels. If your second body or astral form is slain, astral projections are able to function on the astral plane. Their actions only affect creatures existing on the astral plane. You and your companions can travel through indefinitely. So it doesn't say anything about the Githyanki, but they do have the ability to cut those cords, which is why it's still very dangerous to deal with them when you're astrally projecting. You always want to kind of pay attention to your cord. So that is for I'm going to say I know that there's something. I'll just type them in and go look them up real quick, because we're all learning here, right? I know they had something, but I don't remember precisely what it was. Githyanki astral pirates is what they are normally.
Right.
So,
Lovely.
so something specific, you can recognize that something either powerful or some specific material may need to be used to cut whatever this string might be. Possibly. You haven't interacted with it yet.
But based on the description that Dio gave, you can surmise that, astral cords.
Or something very similar to.
As I hear Ilhan's voice.
Well, I mean, you know.
Would I Arcana or Planes to know what would cut an astral?
I'm trying to figure that out right now. I'm looking.
That might be a plays check as well, honestly.
Considering that it's a
Sometimes present powerful. So whatever these Vlakith are, I'm not going to worry about that. Incredibly rare silver swords. They possess unique properties, most notably the ability to sever the silver cords that act as lifelines to travelers on the astral plane. So there's some very specific. Well, this is in regards specifically to like D&D lore, so don't worry about that. All we know for sure for here is that Githyanki have these strange silver swords that can cut astral cords. You're not entirely sure where they may come from necessarily. They may make them, they might be given to them, other things.
Most I have is my old silver katana. Otherwise, I have the Narqual one.
So
Puzzle's an onion, man.
So what denotes the weapons that can cut those, aside from them being silver?
I would assume we don't know.
Yeah, it would
Ragnael
be something
doesn't know specifically.
Damn it. I mean,
because
Doesn't, as a random aside, doesn't Zaerith have a silvered weapon?
yes, he does. He has a corrosive silvered wakizashi, so I could always just try it and see what happens.
Why not?
Do we want? Why don't we try?
So, if we look into the mirror here, does it actually like show the silver cords when we look inside of it?
I don't
never
think the
described
mirror
them before, did I?
Or only when you're inside?
I never described them when you were looking in the mirrors originally.
Yeah.
Okay. So, my idea would be, Zaerith, it's your turn to jump in the mirror. Jump in the mirror, cut the cord connecting, or at least attempt to cut the cord that is connecting the mirror to the door, and then try to make your way back out. Because if you destroy something, if you destroy the astrally projected cord, it should vanish. It should destroy this one as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so are you going to step through?
Now, question before we do. Would it be this one that you would want him to step through?
Yes, because that's the only one that shows the door.
All right, so I just had a thought.
Mm-hmm.
If that was cut, what if that portal turns off.
Yeah.
Dio
It's time
walked around
for-
and was able to look through another one of the gates.
Right, but at the same time, I don't want him to come out another portal and have him missing like items or something.
No, he won't be missing items because he went through this portal and didn't lose anything or gain anything.
Wait
Dio
a
was able to
second.
step through with no ill effects,
Yeah.
other than being sopping wet still.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as I only cut the one cord, I should be fine.
Okay.
Cast Flame Strike on Dio to warm him up and dry him.
Oh my god. I'll go ahead. It's just like the mansion all over again. Okay,
have some hum on. It'll warm you up.
oh my god, no.
Why?
So what we'll do is I'll untie the rope off of me and I will hand it to Zaerith to tie onto him.
I will tie that onto myself.
I will turn the mirror to face this statue again.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Yep. And I will go through.
Okay.
Has everything worked as expected so far?
So
I
far.
believe so. I think he's turning on the rain sounds.
Ah, yes.
You now feel the same cold, wet rain, thunder, and strange shifting shapes that Dio saw.
So do I turn the mirror to face the door, or do they?
As you're on this side, you can still see... You can see the cords that are connecting to the bag that the statue is holding.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not going to be turning the mirror while you're in.
Okay, cool. So I can discern the string that leads to the door pretty clearly then.
Yes.
A silvery cord.
All right, I will attempt to cut it. Silence.
Yep, sorry, I just sent something random.
I was gonna say.
Everything goes silent. The door explodes. You're sent flying back.
Warming Dio with Flame Strike.
Motherfucker.
That's the first thing that came to mind when I heard you say
God
it.
damn
Oh my
it.
god.
Wait a second. I have a reply to that.
Oh,
Just a
God.
moment. Carry on.
It's
Carry
so
on.
Okay. So, you go in there, you find this cord. You try to kind of grab it with your hand a little bit, and you're actually able to. Kind of pull on it, and it feels... The whole time you pull, feels like it's taut, you know, kind of like a bowstring, but you can keep pulling it the whole time. It's just the weirdest feeling. Then you reach, you pull out your wakizashi, slide it along the cord. The cord breaks. The door cracks like a mirror.
Time to move. Time to get the fuck out
You
of
guys, because of where you're standing, luckily, you all hear the mirror, and you see the bag the statue's holding also crack.
Interesting.
And the bag the statue is holding disappears, and the mirror falls to shards. And the person who's holding the mirror drops it. And then kneels down on the ground with a fist on the chin, sort of thing.
So, question. Zaerith is still in the plane?
Yes,
That
and the rope
different
is
plane?
also cut in half now. The rope that was tied to him is now cut in half. Yes.
Okay.
So do I see the other mirrors from where I am? Or the statue?
Yes.
Like, okay. Huh. What's through the door while I'm here?
Okay, is the door open for us? Or
Yes.
is it only for him?
Yes, it
It
is.
cracked and fell apart. Along with
It is.
this mirror has been dropped to the floor. The person is now sitting on the ground, basically kneeling at the ground. The statue that was holding it, basically.
So,
Okay.
And the bag that the statue was holding that it was reflecting also broke into pieces and shattered to the floor.
Okay.
Nice.
And is it also broken on Zaerith's end as well?
Yes. He saw the mirror break. He saw the portal on his side break into shards like a mirror and fall to the floor and disappear. Just sort of like little shadowy wisps that just went and disappeared.
Okay. Okay.
And the rope that was holding him got cut in half.
So what is through the door?
It looks like another dais with a little silver cylinder on it.
On his realm or our realm?
Yeah.
But you can see it, but it's a very warped, darkish, purplish shadows doing weird things.
Is that Thorny that can see it, or
He sees. You all see the
The-
same thing. He just sees it through the lens of whatever dimension he's in.
so his version is all warped and whatnot? Okay.
Yes, just like it was for you when you were looking at the rest of the room.
I'm gonna
And
turn to
he can't see
Ragnael.
us.
Now's our chance.
When you step over there, Ragnael, you can see Zaerith through the portal.
Is this the one I should motion for him to come through, Wuten, do you think?
Yes.
All right.
Zaerith,
try and make like
you do see him on the other side of the portal.
I'm going to motion for him to come over to this way.
So the only thing I'm wondering about, did the statue breaking affect any items that I was holding?
You weren't standing in front of the mirror, so no. But you
Ye-
did also notice that the cord that was attached to that bag disintegrated.
Interesting. Well, I'm hoping it's safe to just go back through any mirror.
Specifically this one.
Yes.
Okay.
Go for a hug.
Are you
Well-
gonna do so?
I will do so.
Oh, God.
I'm just imagining
Oh,
Ragnael.
God,
with,
it's
like,
soaking wet!
Yep. He steps back through, soaking wet.
I'm gonna flame strike Zaerith to warm him up.
No, right here!
Go.
God damn it.
This is unnecessary.
Okay. So, random question. We normally end about a half hour. Are we going to still end on that time frame?
I think the only thing left is to get this cylindrical item and call it good.
We could go back to the center room and see if it works on that door, and then call it good. Then it would take like 5
Because we
minutes.
were gonna rest and recharge our resources.
Yeah.
Let's see what. Let's see here. Does anyone else have a bag of holding?
I do.
No.
Raggy? You will have the
Great
third
answer.
cylinder.
Right. I will slip it. We'll do what Dio's been doing and slip the thing into the bag of holding.
Whoop.
Oh.
I'll go ahead and move you guys back up
All right.
because I assume that's where you're going next.
Yit. Yit.
Oh my God, that only
I'm
took us
having-
like sessions, guys. Good job.
That's why I was kind of I almost want to ask you guys if you're willing to go longer because I want to keep going.
I can't. I have to be at work in 4.5
Yeah,
hours.
it's getting.
I have to
it's
be at
getting
work in the
about
morning
that time.
too. In fact, I'm at work still.
You can't escape work. This is true, but I have to be awake for work in 4.5 hours.
Yeah. So now that we
Yeah.
completed that one, how's this looking?
It looks like half of a pyramid.
Half of a pyramid.
Only
Yep.
half of it.
It's not like
Okay.
like I said before, it kind of looked like puzzle pieces. It doesn't look like a puzzle piece anymore per se, but it only looks like half of a pyramid.
Okay.
Interesting.
Cut straight down the middle.
I'll approach.
Okay.
Does it look like it can be picked up?
It looks like it's sitting on the pedestal, yes.
Okay.
How big is this thing?
It fits in the palm of your hand, roughly. It looks like when it would be complete, it would fit in the palm of your hand.
I will attempt. Is it high enough to where I can just reach up and pick it up?
The pedestal and pyramid reach up to about your chest.
Okay. And we haven't seen any progress of it since doing the first puzzle.
No, it's been getting steadily large. It's been like little pieces of a pyramid.
Oh,
not
okay,
the whole thing.
okay. So it has
And
it
as
has
you've
been
doing it, it's
slowly
getting
piecing
bigger and
together.
bigger, yes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Fitting
what about
together
those
as new
cylinders, then?
pieces. So you are going to attempt to pick it up?
Yes.
Okay. You are now holding the half a silver pyramid.
Okay.
Each of the people now have all their hands touching the top of the ceiling,
Okay.
as in the reliefs that were carved into the walls.
Mm-hmm. All the different.
Yep, they're no longer covering their mouth or ears or eyes, and all their hands are just reaching towards the ceiling now, all touching at the top.
All right. All right, guys. I think this is mission complete for this area.
Did
Guess
you
so.
guys ever finish the side on the stuff on the east end of it?
Nope. Nope. The west
Yeah, the
end.
west.
You mean? The west.
The west, yes.
The
We had
west
a-
end.
We had a party down, and then we had a
The
man
last
down,
time-
and we decided to leave.
Yeah,
We-
the
we
last time
lost
they
this-
went in there, Scythius had his face beaten in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like literally
Oh.
beaten in. So
Yep. 3 crits in a row. Oof.
3 critical hits with a smite chaotic on them.
My god.
Yeah.
That wasn't it was the fucking roller. I roll everything in the open, so everyone else can attest it was 3 critical hits in a row.
It was. It was.
It was ridiculous.
All right,
It was
Zaerith.
ridiculous.
Let's get moving.
Well,
Hey,
as
people
long
know.
as Zap doesn't get hit with
I was
3
gonna say, you
critical
guys
hits,
still have
we
20
should be
minutes,
fine.
whatever you'd like to do.
Well, as long as Zaerith doesn't get hit with those smite chaotics, we'll be fine.
Okay.
Just don't hit me.
So real quick, I'd like to perception to see if there's any sort of thing that these cylindrical things might potentially fit on.
Okay.
Like anything in particular.
Nothing specific seems to pop out at you from
Do
where
they
you
fit
came.
on each other?
I have to pull it out to find out.
Well, look, maybe
To pull the cylinder out?
are they in fact trapped or cursed or anything like that, or was it just
We
the one they
don't
were
know. We don't know, but it's chaotic. We're taking precautions.
in? Just dump out the bag of holding. Dump out the bread.
No, you don't know what he's capable of. I've seen the wisdom damage.
Bread.
I've also killed 2 different people. So.
He has. He's killed 2 of our party.
And he's also killed someone who's not even playing.
Poor Ashara.
To be fair, 2 of the people who died because they were no longer playing the game.
No, those ones weren't the ones that counted.
No.
No.
I
No.
wasn't counting those.
Oh right, there's Dio and then there was Scythius.
Yep, and then Ashara.
Oh, Ashara, you poor creature. We had to stuff you in the fridge.
So now
All
what?
right.
So my thought was, if we could get to a point where we could figure where we might rest, I can have Ragnael kind of dump one of the bags of holding, and then like spell recall to use identify.
Well, this, as unsightly as it is, this is as good a safe place as any.
Okay.
If you guys are going to stay in the dungeon, for sure.
I think so. I think we'll
think
go
so.
ahead. We can set up shop here for tonight, and Ragnael can use the identify spell on the cylinders. And I'm gonna be so pissed if it's like a can of fucking. It's like a thermos. It's just something mundane, just a fucking mundane thing, and I'm just like, motherfucker.
No, it's a Pepsi can.
Yeah, it's a fucking Pepsi, a Beppis can.
A Beppis can.
Pepsi.
A Dr. Deeper. Anyways.
Fucking A.
So we want to say that we'll let we go ahead and want to do that so I can identify it.
I think so, yeah.
All right.
So in terms of arrest, go ahead and do everything you guys do on arrest. And when you dump out the bags, you can't find the cylinders.
What on
the... I poured out all that fucking bread for nothing.
What in Zealous's blessed realm is
quick,
this?
Quick. 5-second roll.
Damn it.
Jesus
Pick
Christ.
them up and put them back in the bag. You'll be okay.
Just like put them on the back of holding. I'm just reaching in, pulling, like fishing around, picking up anything that seems remotely cylindrical. It's always fucking bread. Oh, fuck.
Blessed earth. Where the
I'm gonna try the other bag. I only have like 5 things in the other one.
Okay.
5 things in the other one, much easier.
I'll just tell you the cylinder is not there. Ragnael can probably tell you that what they were and whatever's happened, because there's a lot of planar bullshit going on. More than likely, the cylinders are now the pyramid that you were holding in your hand.
Well,
I mean, shit, that's what a bag of holding is, right? It's just another interdimensional pocket, and there was a whole bunch of interdimensional bullshit going on.
Well,
This is too much fictional games for my liking.
fair enough, I suppose.
Anyway.
Yes, I totally knew that.
So, you guys have 15 minutes if there's anything else you'd like to do. Like I said, you can go ahead and take your 8-hour rest. And
Okay.
I think we'll,
Recharge.
unless anyone has anything else, I think we'll go ahead and take the 8-hour rest and call it a night.
that's entirely up to you guys.
I would agree with that. I need to get to bed pretty soon here.
Yeah.
Probably as good a
Don't
plan
worry,
as
guys. Don't worry, guys. I have a tent and a bedroll. I'll be just fine.
And we can discern that this is probably a safe enough location,
Sure.
Correct.
I guess.
Yes.
I mean,
We've basically
there's
killed
nothing
everything.
else to the right.
We've killed everything that would be coming up to us up to this point. So,
Yeah,
you know.
spiders can't fit through this fucking door. Plus, we burned fucking everything back there. So,
yeah.
and we killed the knights off to the past place over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure that the hallway between that was kind of a trap of sort. I think.
Something like that, yeah.
Unsightly as this room is. Wait, what's that?
It was the floor that was tipped upwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that room with the orange blocks?
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes. The orange blocks are paintings that were on the walls.
Ah.
Okay.
So I guess next time on Villains of Narr'tor.
Yeah.
Next time.
I will
Next time on Villains of
recharge,
Narr'tor, we're gonna
prepare
rest.
spells.
Yeah, we're gonna rest and relax and figure this shit out.
And she can't even watch us sleeping.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Oh, hello, pissed off Thorny.
Who the what now? Oh.
What are you doing down there? What are
That's
you
been there
doing
for
down
weeks.
there?
I know, it just
That's been
it's
there
the first
for-
thing that it's the first thing that popped up on my screen when we transitioned here.
What are you doing down
Christ.
there? What are you doing?
What you doing down there?
What you doing
I have had
down
that as a
there?
token for the longest time, and I just never bothered to do anything with it, so I just kind of left it there.
I love it. It's brilliant.
All right,
10 out of 10.
so back at it next week then.
Yeah,
Okie
I
dokes.
think so.
Looks
Thanks
like
everybody
it.
for joining us.
Yay,
Yep.
progress.
Thank y'all. We'll see all of you in the
Nighty
next
night.
live stream. Good night, everyone. Fucking millennials.
Yeah.
My God.